Be left alone, and those that just won't leave them alone. Which one are you? The Ernest Hancock Show.
Welcome back to Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, each and every day here on the LRN.FM from beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, here in the studios of Freedoms with an S, freedomsphoenix.com, home of the Freedom Summit, freedomsummit.com. Yeah, make sure you guys go check that out, freedomsummit.com. We got a really big shoe, but between now and then, we got a whole bunch of stuff that's going on here in Phoenix, Arizona, IA at Sky Harbor International Airport, and a lot of it has been brought to a head by Meg McLean, and it's her birthday. Happy birthday. Oh yeah, I saw on your Skype, 27. You tell everybody else. I guess we can tell everybody else here. 27. So we got Meg on, and I wanted to make sure that you have the opportunity to express yourself, because this is really, it's kind of, I would hate to say that it's centered around just you, but you've become representative of exactly what the people are concerned about. They're concerned about, the lovely young women that represent our families, and they are just most vulnerable. I mean, you're what? I mean, you're all maybe 110 pounds, if 100?
Yeah, about that.
So I'm looking at someone that definitely does not have the ability to defend themselves against the man. And they're going to take advantage of you if they can. Who defends you? And you did a pretty good job on your own, but now it really has come on the shoulders of a lot of people. And we're going to go, okay, we're going to make sure our voice is heard, we dissent. So have you been in contact with the guys over at wewon'tfly.com? Have they contacted you?
Yeah, I've been in contact with George over there, and they were wonderful throughout this whole process. I mean, I probably wouldn't be home now if that was, not something that I had gone to, because they managed to get me enough money to get me a flight home from somewhere else. And, I mean, they were absolutely wonderful. Big thank you to them. Oh,
great job. And I'm really looking forward to the Lovolution, this freedom-oriented community, voluntarist kind of. I get the impression that the big bad guys, as this keeps happening, and it's just the tentacles of the freedom movement have penetrated society so much that they're still of the mind, I think, that if they can just do away with a few of us, that they kind of have stopped the whole thing. And I don't think they really understand that those of us that are out there, such as what you've done, is just representative of families and communities and people and the mindset that has permeated this entire society, and it's just been laying dormant there. I tell you what it was like. It was just like a couple of years ago when we had the Ron Paul Lovolution. They did not see that coming, and they didn't understand it, and they don't understand how they couldn't just kind of control it or put it in a box or do whatever. Even groups like Campaign for Liberty think they can just, we represent them now. Come over here. And it's just not that way. It's just individuals defending themselves, exactly like you've done. And I want to know the media interviews. I would imagine that every media outlet on the planet's wanted to talk to you, have they not?
Yeah, it's been a bit crazy. And I think one of the things that the TSA has been coming at me with lately is, first they tried to kind of discredit me by releasing these 2 videos saying that, nothing that she said happened in these. And it's like, well, where's the video from the middle part? And once that didn't work, now they're trying to push this. She's, doing it for attention and as a media stunt. But I can definitely say that was not my intention. Because
no, it's going to be now. They brought it. You want to back up your 18-wheeler of lemons to my lemonade stand, man? Let's bring it on.
Yeah, I mean, at the time when it all first started falling down on me, I just was absolutely freaking out, and this was not something I expected and not something I wanted. I mean, you can call and ask the Liberty on Tour guys. I pretty much had a panic attack in the middle of a Starbucks at all this. But, if they're going to shine a spotlight on me, even though I don't want it, I will use it to talk about what they're doing to people.
Oh, I am so glad that you got the kind of the right mind on this thing, which is what? I mean, what is your mindset on this? You're thrust into this. You're going to take advantage of it. You're going to get some payback. I mean, what is your thought process on the TSA?
Yeah, it's not so much payback as it is the fact that, I mean, so many responses that I got from people aren't even aware of what these machines do, or, if they are aware of it, they don't know what's going to happen to them when they opt out. And I think it's important for people to know that these are the extreme measures that they're going to, that when they step into those machines, it means somebody's going to see them naked. Or if they decide not to step in that machine, it means somebody's going to be touching them in a way that, they probably aren't going to be comfortable with. And so I want people to know that, and I want them to know they have the option to say no.
No, I say no. Now, of course, they're doing this right at the beginning of the holiday season, going into Thanksgiving, when it's the busiest flying time. And they're like, oh, everybody bought their tickets for Thanksgiving? Well, guess what? It's anal probe time. And I'm going, all right. I used to say that kidding, and it's getting to the point that, at least electronically, they can, and so they are. Here we go. So I'm wondering, is this kind of put you off of flying in general? Or you just plan on staying home now?
Well, I don't ever want anything the government does to control my decisions in my life, because, I should be able to live free, and I'm not going to bother myself with following their diktats. But if their diktats are hurting me, it does make you nervous, but at the same time, I'm not going to let it control me.
Wow, I'm really glad that you've been able to represent a lot of people here. And tell me about some of the media interviews. Have you been on cable news and done the big boys and all that kind of stuff?
I've done like Fox and NBC and ABC. And last night I was actually just hanging out with a friend, and a news crew randomly showed up at my front door, and I was really in no state to do an interview, and so it's becoming a bit hectic and a bit crazy, but, I'm happy that at least more people are getting the chance to talk about this issue. Because,
what's their standpoint, though? Are they, you're just being, what? Are the reporters sympathetic at all? Are they just like, man, you should have, paid them for the massage or something? What's their attitude?
Most of them seem very supportive and very kind. There's obviously twisting being done on a lot of editing. My Fox interview was somehow changed into people support security measures over personal comfort. And so I thought that was a bit sly on their part. But for the most part, everybody's been pretty nice. And so it's been pretty easy. There was one lady who was spouting off the terrorism word, and then asked if I was doing this because I hate Obama. And when I explained my position on that, then she just wanted to label me an anarchist trying to overthrow the government. So that one was a little bit more difficult than others, but it gave me a chance to hit on some bigger points.
And I'm glad you're there doing it, because this is something that needs to be understood. What I'm afraid they're going to do is, though, they're going to go, okay, we won't go inside the pants. We're just trying to see how far we could go. We've changed our training. We say please to children, and we don't stick our hands inside your bra. And I'm going, okay, we'll talk about more when we come back in just a little bit.
And